Right, this is an attempt to make the marking out of these spheres that fit inside the baubles much more accurately. Now what I did yesterday, I spent the whole day doing this and figuring it out, is you can take three golden rectangles and orient them in the X, Y and Z axis, if you like, in three axes through each other, and what that gives you are 12, 4 for each rectangle, points, and those points correspond with the centres of a dodecahedron or the vertices of an icosahedron. It was a bit challenging to work out how big they'd got to be because there's absolutely no information on the internet about how to do that. So I did a lot of maths yesterday. It was where most of my time went, and I come up with the numbers, and that fits perfectly. Took me a couple of hours to make them because I had to file them down by hand and get them exactly to the hundredth of a millimetre, round about to the hundredth of a millimetre, to the right size, so that they just fit inside the sphere. And what that allows you to do is, bear with me, where the points, the very points are, you get a nice shiny little bright light there. So I'll just mark these in marker pen for the moment. Hang on, that was 5, there's one more, 6 on each side. I don't know why the lid just decided to drop off, but it did. This wouldn't be accurate enough, I'm just doing this just so that you can see what I'm doing. Where did that lid go? There, in the rubbish. So now in each hemisphere now we've got the exact centres of the that we need to mark out any of the regular polygons. Oh, excuse me, just get that on camera. Now I'm going to drill that, and I've got this Fordham set up. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this method of drilling. I'm going to drill each point and I've got a way of verifying the distance between the points exactly, which is the distance between the points is the smaller side of the golden rectangle. So I can set a caliper to that, and then as I've drilled the first hole I can just verify that the second hole is going to be on target. This might not be 100% accurate. Oh, I made this by cutting the thick sizes roughly with an angle grinder, filing them down, using calipers to mark out the exact positions of the, one of them is a solid piece of metal which goes through a slot in the second piece of metal, and then the third one I cut in half. This aluminium is a millimetre thick, so I cut one in half with a millimetre disc in a Dremel, and then put slots going up into it. You can't even tell which is which really now, and then two of them come down onto the other one, so it's a millimetre shorter, half a millimetre each side, so that brings it into the right size. So yeah, that's my attempt to make this whole process. When these are drilled through, of course, I can just stick any 58mm sphere inside this shell and just mark through the holes, and I know that it's marked out correctly. So I'm going to do that, do one and test it and see when then I can find the centres of each three, the triangle which form between each three, and drill those as well to give me my 20 points for the icosahedron. And at that point I can mark out the 31 great circles by marking up a sphere with those points. Okay, thanks for watching.